Okay, so 10th standard students, a very warm welcome to all of you on the last day of this year. It was not a good year, but hope the coming year will be a prosperous one for everybody. So the thing is that we are in the part 2 SS and we are in the sociology part, and almost what we have done, the chapter is social movement. It's a chapter 3 of your social science. And in this chapter, in the last two videos we have already studied about the nature and meaning of the social movement. And after that, we have gone through the origin and evolution of social movement, where we have already discussed about the mob and mob violence. Okay, and the keywords also it has been supplemented to you. So today we will start with the fresh topic of this same chapter, that is the environmental movement. Okay, this is also a part of social movement, but what is this environmental movement that we will be discussing? So environmental movement are the scientific movement aimed at preserving the biological system. Okay, so biological system, the movements which there are several types of movement. Something is harming me, then only I will go for the movement. Okay, not only me, a group. Okay, on a total community, if something is wrong, then only they will start conflict, and if they are dissatisfied, they will go for the movement. So like that only, environmental movement means something which is harming the environmental, and if we can see, then only we will be protesting against it, because the people, most of the people now are aware of the thing that how much we need our environment. Okay, so environmental movements are the scientific movements aimed at preserving the biological system. Okay, the next is the scientific protest aimed at curtailing the various activities that are polluting the earth, air and water. Okay, these are the movements which are happening. Means this type of movements are done when people see that something is polluting or destructing the earth, air and water. Okay, somebody have suppose it's in a residential area, somebody has established an industry which evokes so much of smoke. Okay, so then the people around them, they will start movement, they will do the movement, and they will try to get the justice that it is not helpful, it is not beneficiary for the people, and it is harming the people over there. So the scientific protest aimed at curtailing the various activities that are polluting the earth, air and water. For example, how it is, I am telling you that Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, okay, formed in 1973. It is very much popular as JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. Before 93, means before to the independence, tribal people of Jharkhand opposed the actions of the companies that rendered thousands of tribals to be displaced due to mining activities. JMM is the result against this agitation. Okay, so what happened, that Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, which was formed in 1973. Okay, before to 1930, what happened, tribal people of the Jharkhand was displaced from the place, and it's not that they was displaced only, they was telling that you have to go from this place to other place, because here the government will start a mining work. Okay, so on that basis, where they will go? Okay, they are the tribal people, they are poor people. Okay, so where they will go? Then they started the movement. Okay, and they even got success in this movement also. Many movements started emerging after development activities. Many activities involves or emerges, means it started only after the development activities funded by World Bank. Okay, suppose government want to do something, but it is having a several spending is more. Okay, expenditure is more. That time World Bank also funded the government, not only in India, other countries also. Okay, but there are some movements which are evolving or emerging after the development activities of the government, because they may harm the people over there. Okay, many movements started emerging after development activities funded by World Bank. Movements oppose the activities for raising. When this type of movements is emerging or started, it's not that people will start the movement without any reason. There must be a reason behind it. Then only they will start a movement. When they will realize that this is not good here, or this is polluting, okay, or this is destroying the nature, then only they will start. They may are doing that one also for the beneficiary of the people, but doing or producing something that it may be destroying or polluting the environment, which will harm the local people very much, then they will start movement. Movements oppose the activities for raising global temperature. Okay, exploitation of water resources. Water resources, if water resource will be something as industry has been established whose waste material are being flooded towards the nearby lake, pond or river, okay, it will pollute the the environment of the water, natural resources. That time the movement will emerge. Such movements comes under environmental movement. So these are the environmental movement what we have gone through. Okay, now we will be, so now by this time I think you people know what is environmental movement. Environmental movement is the movement which is, movement means it is a opposed or protest against something or against some actions which are getting done for the beneficiary of the people, but recently it may be harming the people over there. Okay, it can be, it is destroying or polluting the nature, then only such movements come into existence. These are known as environmental movement. Okay, now we will be discussing about some of the prominent or significant environmental movement. Of this, first one is the Chipko movement. Okay, Chipko, in Hindi one word is there. If we are joining something, usko, that one we used to tell chipkao. Chipkao means you should join one thing with other. Okay, so it is related to that one. That's why it is named as Chipko movement. Some environmental movements are as follows. Okay, the first one is the Chipko movement. What is this exactly? The movement of hugging is called Chipko movement. Okay, the movement of hugging is called Chipko movement. Now you think that if one person is hugging other person, how it can be a movement? Okay, no, we will go through it. The government has issued license to cut down. Government issued license to cut down 2,500 trees belonging to Advani village of Tehri Gharwal district. Okay, there is a Tehri Gharwal district where government has already given the order that 2,500 trees, they have given the license that these trees must cut out for some establishment. But the women of the villages who were aware of environmental issues, women of the villages who are very much aware of the environment, they know that if we cut the trees, there will be deficiency in the pollution. Okay, not in the pollution, there will be deficiency in the biosphere of the place. Okay, decided to hug the trees in order to protect the environment. What they told, how they done the movement, they done the movement in such a way that they hug the tree, okay, so that people should not cut that tree. Okay, so this is a movement. A person, see, suppose there are many movements which you can see that if somebody is coming to destroy a building, they will just they will just slip on the road. Okay, why? That bulldozer or JCB, they will not come. Like that only, to protect the trees, they hug the trees and they hug tightly the trees so that the other people will not be able to cut the trees. Okay, though the woman was instrument behind the movement, its effect were long lasting. Woman was the main instrument, means they was the main key. They are the persons who plays the key role, because they, the women of that place, they used to go there and they used to hug the tree. So they are the main instrument behind this movement. Due to this movement, the license to cut down trees was withdrawn. When government see that people are doing like this only because the reason is there. Okay, if they cut the trees, what will happen? The environment will be affected. So after some time, the government decided to cut that license. Means what was the license? The license to cut the trees. Okay, there are all another 5 movements are there, which we will discuss in the next video. Okay, so see you soon in the next video. Thank you.